Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today because we have some very exciting General Hospital news to talk about, and it's definitely worth the wait. Hey, folks, grab a seat and let me tell you something. I've been hooked on General Hospital for a good long while now, and the week of May 11th to the 15th just about knocked me out of my recliner. I was sipping my morning coffee when those promos started rolling, and right away my heart picked up speed. Drew Kane, played by that fine actor Cameron Matheson, makes this desperate 911 call that ends up saving Jack Brennan's life. After all the bad blood and crazy twists we've seen, it's Drew who steps up and does the right thing. I sat there thinking, well, I'll be darned. It really warmed my old heart, you know? Shows you that even when people are tangled up in secrets and hard choices, they can still surprise you in the best way. Then they flash back to what happened on Friday the 8th, and I nearly spilled my coffee. Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros does such a great job with her, had that syringe already meant for Drew, but in the middle of all the chaos, she ends up injecting it straight into Brennan instead. Lord have mercy. What a moment. There she was, standing face to face with Brennan, probably feeling her stomach drop, when out of nowhere, Valentine Cassadine appears like some shadow from the past. Nina had to hide that syringe faster than a fox in a henhouse. My goodness, the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. What really gets me is how important that medicine is for Drew. He has to take it every single day just to keep himself locked tight, as they say. If he misses even one dose, his body starts slowly but surely going back to the way it was before. That little detail stuck with me. It made me think about how fragile life can be. One missed pill, one wrong move, and everything you've been holding together starts to unravel. It feels so real, doesn't it? Just like us regular folks dealing with our own daily struggles. The whole week had that WSB agent business bubbling up like a pot about to boil over. Secret organizations, old grudges, close calls. It was nonstop excitement. I kept yelling at the screen, these people need a vacation. But that's exactly why I love this show. It reminds me that life is messy, full of surprises, second chances, and folks doing the best they can, even when the odds are stacked against them. I gotta say, watching Drew make that 911 call after everything that went down with Nina and Valentine really hit me different. It felt like hope sneaking in through the back door, made me smile and shake my head at the same time. These characters have been through so much love, betrayal, danger, and yet they keep pushing forward. That's the kind of story that keeps an old guy like me coming back every day. Man, I'm already counting down the hours until the next episodes. If you've been watching along with me, you know exactly how crazy and wonderful this feels. General Hospital still knows how to pull at your heartstrings and keep you guessing. What a wild ride it's been this week. I can't wait to see where they take us next. Hey folks, let me pick right up where I left off because this part had my blood pressure rising the whole time. That tension between Jack Brennan and Valentine Cassadine boiled over faster than a kettle left too long on the stove. Valentine showed up with a gun in his pocket, looking like he was ready to settle old scores once and for all. Before anyone could catch their breath, the two of them started shoving and fighting right there in Willow Kane's living room. Poor Nina was watching the whole thing, her face white as a sheet. I could feel her terror through the screen. A mother's heart can only take so much, you know? In the middle of all that chaos, Nina yanked out that syringe, probably thinking she could stop Valentine and protect everyone. She aimed for him, but in the scramble, it all went sideways and she ended up jabbing Brennan instead. Lord have mercy. What a terrible accident. The Friday episode closed on Nina standing there, looking completely heartbroken and shaken by what she'd just done. I sat on the edge of my chair, heart aching for her. She was only trying to help, and now everything felt 10 times worse. That's what got me so eager for the new week. In the promos for May 11th through the 15th, you see Drew looking sharp and wide awake, phone in his hand, making that urgent call. Next thing you know, there's Brennan lying unconscious in a hospital bed. My goodness, it really makes you hold your breath. And there's Nina at the hospital too, her face tight with worry, standing right beside a very anxious Willow. You can just tell how heavy this whole mess is weighing on all of them. I tell you, watching these stories unfold week after week reminds me how life can spin out of control in a single moment. One wrong move, one split-second decision, and suddenly you're dealing with consequences you never saw coming. But that's also what keeps me coming back, seeing these characters wrestle with their mistakes, their fears, and somehow find a way to keep going. It feels honest, like the ups and downs we all face in our own quieter lives. Man, my heart's still pounding just thinking about it. I'm really pulling for Nina to find some peace after this, and I can't help wondering what Drew's emergency call is going to set in motion. These General Hospital folks sure know how to keep an old man like me glued to the TV every single day. What a wild, emotional ride this week is shaping up to be. Hey folks, the more I sit here thinking about everything that's happening on General Hospital, the more my head just spins. I keep asking myself, how in the world did Nina not try to hide Brennan somewhere safe until that medicine completely wore off? It seems like such an obvious thing to do, yet she didn't, and now look at the storm that's brewing. And that makes me wonder even more, when Drew picked up that phone and made that 911 call, was he really trying to save Brennan's life, or was he secretly hoping to save his own skin? That question has been bouncing around in my mind like a rubber ball. Even though poor Drew is stuck in that wheelchair and can only communicate by blinking his eyes, that man is still fully aware of everything going on around him. He's sharp, he's listening, and he's thinking. Then comes the gut punch moment when Willow sits right down and tells her own husband the truth. She's the one who shot him and put him in this living nightmare. Can you imagine hearing those words from the woman you married? She even explained how the medicine he has to take every single day is exactly what's keeping him trapped like this. Lord have mercy, I felt that one in my chest. To me, that felt like a dangerous move, maybe even a downright foolish one on Willow's part. But then again, secrets have a way of eating people up inside until they finally spill out. Still, you can't count Drew out. No matter how cold or ruthless he might seem sometimes, that former Navy SEAL training runs deep. Those boys learn how to stay calm in the middle of chaos, keep their minds clear, and strike when the moment is just right. I was watching and thinking, come on, son, use that training now. From what the leaks are saying about General Hospital, it looks like Drew did try to break free by making that emergency call, but things went south in a big way. It didn't turn out the way he hoped, and my heart really went out to him. Now, with Brennan lying there unconscious in that hospital bed, I've got a strong feeling all those lies that Nina and Willow have been holding on to are about to come crashing down. Every secret they've tried to bury is getting closer to the light, and it's probably going to make the Congresswoman's life a whole lot messier than it already is. You can just feel the tension building. The walls are closing in, old truths are bubbling up, and I'm sitting on the edge of my seat wondering how they're all going to handle it when everything finally breaks wide open. You know, that's one of the things I love most about this show after all these years, and it shows real people flawed, scared, trying their best, dealing with the heavy weight of their choices. One little slip with a syringe, one honest confession at the wrong time, and suddenly the whole world shifts. It reminds me so much of life itself. We all make mistakes, we all carry regrets, but we keep going, hoping for a chance to make things right. My heart aches for Nina standing there with all that guilt, for Willow watching her marriage and her secrets fall apart, and for Drew fighting silently in that chair with nothing but his mind and his training. Man, I'm really pulled into this storyline. It's got danger, heartbreak, hope, and those quiet little moments that feel so true to life. I'm praying these characters find some peace in the middle of all the chaos, but I have a feeling things are going to get even wilder before they get better. I'll be right here every day, coffee in hand, watching along with the rest of you. General Hospital still knows how to grab your heart and not let go. What a crazy emotional ride this week has been, and I can't wait to see where it takes us next.